Yeah, Wagwan. You know, say Oshea.
Kagale.
Ramon.
And Rueyella.
And this week, we're there again for another reasoning. We're not going to go in our element this week. We're just all a reasoning. Because a long time we don't see one another. And me I tell us, say, yo, Uno, I love the vibes. I love the comment them. I love the likes. Like, me not like, I don't me feel like a somebody. You see me? Big man thing. And people who are reach out to me and they tell me, say, yo, go and blaze the fire. And them I tell myself, go and blaze the fire to you know, cause you name Gem, you see me? And like, people call me and give me some look a nickname for you and them I say, hey, everybody are going to roll out it. You see me? So, we now like, we love the support and we are just so happy that every Sunday night at 8, we take on time for watch it. So, guess what? We go for a break. So, go and go get the popcorn, go and get the juice and forward back. Zane, big up on yourself. Boom.
Now, this week, we're going to talk about personal branding. We're going to explore the concept of perception. What do people think about you? What do you want them to think about you? We're going to talk a little about, how you can more effectively write your own public narrative and what exactly it should say. Now, Kagale, tell me, what is your personal brand?
My personal brand, Zane. Would I say self-love from the stance of, like you say, what we think about what people think about us.
Mm-hmm. No, man, we're not talking about when I reach there yet.
No, I'm just I say like when I care what somebody think about me, so then self, like who I am, I feel internalize and then externalize, so then manifesting my spirituality. My spirituality do have words. Somebody tell you say you're militant, somebody will tell you say you're righteous, but just materializing what I found within me.
So your brand is fervent spirituality.
Yeah, I'm on inside out. Life is an inside and not an outside in.
Oshea, what's your brand?
Brother, tell you the truth, my brand kind of they get blemish. Easy me.
What is blem?
Blemish, easy me as in.
Blemish. Okay.
Yeah, easy me. Mad feeling, craving it. But as me I say, easy me and. Yeah, mine they kind of get blemish. I'm kind of work on it now. My brand is hybrid. You see me?
Tell them about hybrid.
Hybrid for you see me. I just that the car watch now. Me they ear just already. You see me? Me think of it. Me sure. I'm going there and a Kirk Franklin me I listen. You see me and I sing. And like if people I'm in there say, oh this. You see me? But like, I just that the type of living there, bro. Me I be my true self. Cause me know some grew up at church. You see me know some grew with proper principles. But then me deviant. And then I understand some me deviant, but me not bad. So me just I live my life right now.
It's
brother.
a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. I mean spell it saying you see me.
Yeah.
Hybrid, but it's a hybrid. You see me?
Yeah. Ella, Miss Rueyella. What is your brand?
Personally, my brand is, and Kagale said something at me, I said, Kagale, don't do that. But I think my brand is love. Self-love, love for friends, love for family, love for my, big up yourself, babes. Love for my boyfriend, just love. I feel like when people think of me, my friends say it too, whenever they think of me, there's just this warmth, this sense of love. And I feel like that is my brand, love. Because I mean, I take care of myself, I look good. I love myself. Take care of my friend, them, I love them. I just feel like everything I do, love is at the forefront of this, and that comes out a lot in my brand.
Let me change it up a little bit. Kagale, what do you think my brand is?
I was thinking.
Should I be first ask?
Ramon's brand.
Let me switch it up a little bit.
That's disregard.
Disregard?
And nothing about it, man. Disregard is actually one of the greatest principles you could have ever adhered to.
Like selfishness you were talking about a few minutes ago.
See that. I'm not going to stay for too long on the disregard, but like, every time I bridging them say, when Messi I go shift you, he doesn't know who you are. You hear me? I say like, he don't know which defender I'm going to shift. You're just a figure where I'm going to go around. But when you are going to tackle Messi, you're thinking that you're going to tackle Messi. So the day you can have enough disregard for focus on your tackle technique and not who you're tackling, then life become much easier. You see me? Somebody see how somebody will have disregard and
Messi.
Skill. Okay, world class.
Oshea, tell me, what do you think my brand is?
Brother, your brand is a professional brand. You see me? He's a youth way. prim and proper if you don't know that the term there. Like, me not gonna catch you anyway. You see me? Like, you preserve yourself. I remember one time I had a reason and you say, Oshea, me no business what nobody wants to say about me. One thing they can't say about me, they can't say me dunce. You get me? I say, so you are a person that believes in education. You see me? That's your brand. So what type of brand you have?
Rueyella, what do you think my brand is?
I think your brand is respect. I think your brand is respect for self, respect for others, respect for institutions, and even disrespect for certain institutions. But definitely, I think your brand is respect. It's always such a big part of you. You always want to be respected. You always want to give respect. And I think that, yeah, that's you.
Let me tell you guys now. You know what I think my brand is? Tell me no. I am so utterly confused. I'm so separated from myself. I don't know what my brand is. I know what I would like it to be. I know when people hear the name Ramon Gordon, I want them to think about Ian Boyne.
Bro.
I want them to think, Misu, come
bro,
on.
you know what you see
Yesterday, Tariq and I were talking, and he must say, oh, it wasn't yesterday. You sent me something for me to listen to, and he was there when I was listening to it. And he must say, Ramona moves to Ian Boyne. Like, Ian Boyne is the adjective to describe Ramon. And you can't say it. So really and truly, I think you're walking into your brand if so be the case.
You see, it's so important to be mindful of the perception that exists out there in relation to you. Because I know, say me want to be one way, I might not necessarily be able to articulate it in the best way, but I know what I want it to look like. Misuka Moshe. And you see, we had a conversation a while ago with friends, and they were able to tell me what they thought my brand was. That's so important because all of that input now helps me to streamline my thinking. And by streamlining my thinking, I'm more able to act upon what I now know needs to be done to become who I know I want to be.
I'm going to tell you this, like, a ritual now, because every morning me do it. After me have devotion, me read, you see me? And this morning, I was reading about vision board. And you say a thing, and as I say it, I put up my resume, and I say, Ja, we tell you a thing now, and you say, really and truly, me no know for my brand. But me know say, this is what you say, this is what you say, this is what you say. Me I try live up to it, or I would love to live up to it. Or you get me? I
That's
say?
very powerful.
So here what you do, bro. Good on a songsters. Well, a songsters me use.
I thought that's
You see me? Me used to songsters. You see me? And that one bookstore on a be. Good on a songsters.
He might move like a bee alone, everything
Yo,
there.
like,
Good on a songsters. Songsters in town, brother.
Well, me know about beer, you see me? Zine, good on a songsters or chambers. Anderson, get a cartridge paper. Pretty it up. You see me? Have a vision board. You see me? Do a like me I go start my vision board because I know what I want on my vision board. And put it on your bedded. It's a reminder. So before you go your bed, you see it. And when you wake up, you see it. And as Ramon say, you know, no film brand, but within friends them, what if you don't have friends? I remember we talk about this. What if you have the ability to make a list? What if you have the ability for your friends to remind you? So what you know? Get a vision board. So you know, say you want to buy this a car, put it on your vision board. You want this a family, put it on your vision board. You want this a house. So guess what? Just by seeing a vision board every morning, you go on. Remember,
You have a
and you
reminder.
go on do it.
Yeah,
and
you're going to walk into your brand.
big man thing, like, me feel so good I talk about this now because I remember last year I meet a friend on travels, you see me, named Dora. And she tell
The
me, say,
Explorer?
huh?
Dora
No,
the
I saw me
Explorer?
call her still as she named Trishelle Dora. That's her surname. And she tell me, say, Nicole, that Jeffrey wife, did have a book and she talk about the vision board. I mean, I said,
Yeah, I read that
oh,
book.
that's a foolishness. So me I tell Dora, no, vision board a foolishness. And like me see it again now, and like me I say, Ja, and then what you say? Me I say, whoa, vision board makes sense. Get yourself a vision board, people.
You know, vision boarding is an integral part of manifestation.
I'm thinking of it so much.
Yeah, you can't manifest when you can't see.
But you can't. And the thing is, there's a quote that says, dreams without action are just dreams. Like you're just a wish.
Nicole said
So
that every week in our life.
So you can have your vision board and then you don't have any steps to take to get to where you want to go. You don't have any idea. You don't have any intention really of getting to the audio where you put on the board. You don't have any intention or any steps, any form of structure as to what me I gonna do. You just know say you want it and that's it. And you get up tomorrow, you want it and that's it. And you get up the day after you want. No. There are steps to manifestation. There are steps, and it begins with being intentional. Because there's a difference between saying, you know, say me that eat a big food you know versus me go buy a food. Me want a food right now. There's a difference between, you know, say me that want to see Kagale versus me go give Kagale a link and make him come check me or me go over there. There's a difference between being intentional and just saying you want it. So manifestation really starts with being intentional.
Yes.
And then understanding what it requires of you.
What does it require, Rueyella? Tell me.
It requires you to stop, and we said it before on the podcast. You have to know what you want and know what you're about. It requires you to stop and know what it takes of you to get that Audi. Know what it takes of you to be that Ian Boyne. Know what it takes of you to go deeper in your spiritual journey. You understand? You have to know what's required of you.
Hold on, Kagale. What is required of us to accomplish our dreams?
Our dreams?
What is most important? Give us a list of things if you have to.
Why forward to me, though?
Come forward to the
Why
mic.
forward to me?
Because you're the spiritual guide. So guide us.
Well, I can't help. Like, from the day I realized that life is an inside out, I couldn't help but see everything that way. So, like, that's why I'm going to disagree with people. Just that it's just like everybody cook with the same ingredients. They go cook a Sunday pot, rice and peas, zin, coconut milk, rice, peas, like the same ingredient. No people use the same pot, isn't it? But the rice and peas just taste different. Isn't it?
Different pot cookie.
Yeah, but from the day I grew up, like, nobody na beat my mother rice and peas, and that's because.
And the thing is, if she teach you to cook rice and peas, yours is different from fair.
Different from hers because you see, procedure and strategy is different from ingredient. You get me?
Say that again. I really like that.
Procedure and strategy. You know, method, modus operandi, apparatus. All the political technicalities to it. You see me?
I
But
love that.
basically, how you do something.
Yeah.
You see me? Is one thing, and ingredient is one thing. So, how I go about is inside out. I'd love to suggest that generally, but there's a technicality to our purpose. That purpose is divine. So, I'm gonna like get involved in the divinity of
someone else's purpose.
You get me? So like my own too vast for me.
Yeah.
Like my to my bridging them say, yo, my yard always on sweep. And it's not a physical yard me I talk about. Like leaves are always falling and I always need to sweep and plant new seeds. So then the time you take a sweep your yard for you, I can't even pull your gate.
Pick the beam out
I have to tell you for sweep up your yard. So the time I there your gate I tell you my yard don't want sweep and it really makes sense. So simply put, life is an inside out. So my vision board is within me.
Yeah.
So it's good for have up a hard on my wall, you know. But I'm more thirsty for look within myself and what is there, what was already there.
Yeah.
You hear me? So before me even enter, like babies have personality. So what was within me? What kind of vision board is within me? What can I be a vessel to that I already have? Man, I forgot buy the coconut milk. I done there.
Yeah.
You get me? So I come back to the same thing. Oxygen being the only resource. So everything on us right, you know. But I can only speak to the initial stage, what I think is more appropriate.
And
You know,
I believe.
hold on, Rueyella. We were having a conversation before recording.
Yeah, that's
and you
what
were
I was
saying
gonna
that
mention.
manifestation requires innovation. You said something about wanting to go to college but not having the funds immediately. I want you to tell the audience that story and break it down.
All right, so you might be you're leaving high school, on the brink of leaving high school, and you're ready to go to college. Your classmate is also ready to go to college. Fear mother did done invest with Omni Educator, so she's set.
I'm the educator for life.
Somebody. Right now we should have collect a little money and get them a little crawl down my bottom of my screen, but we talk about that other times. Somebody else in your class, their parent can find it to give to them, but you are realizing, say, it might be student loan, it might be you having to sit out 2 years to make the money. That's where the sitting and knowing what's required of you comes in.
Come on now.
Because what's required of me to go to college is not required of you to go to college. It's not required of you.
We're not done.
It might take
Add
more.
something to what I say.
Yeah, man, it might take more for me to send in even my application. It might take so much more for me to pay the application fee.
So
than
what
it
you're
takes
saying
of
is
you.
manifestation is not a fairy tale.
It's not.
Make that clear.
It comes down to, like Kagale says, looking at things from the inside out. What resources do I have available to me that's gonna bring me to that goal or bring that goal to me? What do I have within? What do I have around? You understand? Like manifest.
Within.
What do I have within and what do I have around?
Remind me if it's what I'm going to say. Go on. Right.
And that's the thing. So you have to pay attention to your journey and pay attention to, and like I said, it starts with being intentional.
Absolutely.
So you will get to that point where you're looking at, all right, then how am I going to reach a college? You know, if you're not intentional about going to college in the first place, you'll never get there.
Say that again.
If you are not intentional,
You can stop this on me like that.
Okay.
If you are not intentional, you will never get
Ever.
what you want.
Ever.
Never.
Bro, more say something and well, I know, and me kind of agree with what you said just a while ago, Ramon, the intentional part.
But?
You see me? But watch you know, at first, it might not even in your intention.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
who you have not within, but around.
Around. Come on
Zine,
now.
I
Come
preach,
on.
preach, glory.
You're preaching.
As me I said,
You're preaching.
listen, man, because when you are talk about your college story, me I remember my college story. My mother DVD are 50 grand, brother. I'll know me know what SLB. I'll know. They don't know my email address. They can't email me.
This is one, not to cut it, but this is one of my favorite stories.
This is me.
This is one of my favorite
Jano, like, with that boy story?
Duh.
So as me I said, Zine and brother, me did a waste out my life. You see me? Sunday me introduce Pastor Wallace to Sean them. You see me, Chris, Sean and Kemar. Come go do a funeral for me. You know, I'm adopted grandfather. You see me? And me see you, man, brother, and me I tell her, brother, Corona keep, I'm a go Pastor Wallace. You see me? Because that the man they practically saved me, bro. Brother, like, my pops tell me, say, I take my girlfriend from grade 9. Me done C-Sec, still there Jamaica. Me do 1 year at upper 6.
how old are you?
Brother, me didn't even chat about that, because I don't get dark. You see me?
Yeah, because of that, me I say like,
I'm still there, so today. So as me I say, like,
So
when me done first year, lower 6, did it, and second year me go back to school, me not see none of my friends, me not see Ruben, me not see Glenn Rice. So me not go back to school.
Ruben and Glen Roy.
Yeah, man.
A school you go or a farm work you go?
You could give mix my friend them, you see me? So me I say, oh, me nah go back to school, brother, you see me? Me not see me charge them, me nah go back to school, bro. In them time, the World Cup be the key, brother, you see me? So, I one shop down at me yard, I sell just bet, bro. Every day, brother. Gone on the gun play just betting on my youth. You see, because me I say, oh, at least me can make a little money, you see me? And bro, me never know say about my mother heart. Cause mother have to walk past me and she come from work. If you go home, you see me, cause I just bet shop there. Don't pan the road, you see me? But me never know say about my mother heart, brother. Cause my mother never said nothing to my brother, you see me? One day now, me dey pan you all sit down, bro, and me see one stream pull up. You see me? And see a man beckon to me, you see me? But me I go run, brother, cause you know when I Gaza, brother, stream pull up, gone. Yeah. So I say, man say, Jordan! Me look at me say, somebody want know me. So I go and I say, you know someone talk to you, so I give him one day and can link me, man link me, see me? Brother, the man said to me, say, how much subject you have? Man come at me and first thing man ask me, and man say, how much subject you have? I tell him. Man say, but what you do for a wall? You don't deserve for the pan wall. You're a bright boy, I me see a church and you're talented. You need to go to school. I just say, man, I did me and a brother, me not get no chance to talk, you know. Man say, tomorrow, hold on. I call up a NCU, and the man call up a school, you see me? I don't know who you man chat to, brother, and man say, oh, you know what say? Not tomorrow, the other day orientation. So, yeah, your mother have to go up there, you know? Me I say, this man I give me money. You see me like, when me I go, me not no money, brother, because my mother, a minimum wage my mother work, you see me? So my mother can't afford that, bro. I say, I'm did there. Man say, yo, no, I go up there, brother. Me no know mother get money from brother, mother find any money. And he link on a brother named Edson, you see me? I'll put gas na Edson.
To be honest, big up Julian right now. Oshea says that me don't know where my mother get money from, but she get it and she do it. And me can testify to that. Big up Julian when she there, brother. Honestly. Wouldn't be a Jordan without Julian.
You see me? And brother, me I tell you, say, my mother find the money, bro. Then time the new road not even fix it, brother. Cause all Edson not carry up, brother, and I want 110, bro. Man, I cost say, I'm sure being carried. You see me? But me want to come to school. And we did it, bro, and we reach, brother, and them I say, oh, you know, orientation, I want 3-day process, so you have to stay for the Wednesday, the Thursday, Friday. I say, I know that. And I see Miss Daily So me meet Oshea and them people the first day. You see me? I say, Ja. And we are talk, bro. And I say, yo, you gonna make it, you know. Me love your vibes, you know. At that, Oshea tell me, you know, bro. Oshea and I think a Sultan, yeah. Sultan Dre. So yo, me love you, you know, like me just love your vibes. Like, yo, make it, you know. I'm going to go on, brother, and I say, Ja, you have to go back up there, brother. You have to go back up there. I say, bro, I go up there, brother, and I start. And bro, I don't know if I buckle my mother cell, brother. But all I know say, by the time if I do exam, brother, my school fee pay. And brother, like, me not even know how SLB go, brother. Me can't tell her if first door where you go, me don't know if first pencil you take. Me don't know nothing about that, brother. And I tell her, say, yo, me done practically. And me no owe them dollar, man. So, brother, like, I know who you have within you. Because me never believe in that, brother. Me not, brother, come on. Mother wicked to my mother. If you say, mommy, send me go to school, pay me rent, plus give me food for eat, plus you have to find food for Danjol eat, plus she eat. So, brother, me take my mind off of that, brother. That's a wickedness for one minimum wage worker. You see me, but brother, as Rueyella say, I know who you have within you, know, brother.
I not just.
Because
you have a next man, not have a mother like that around him, not have a friend, not have a brother like that around him.
Ja. So, brother, you see, I tell you, see, all people have a saying, you know, encouragement, sweeten labor. You see me?
On one hand, watch the other, because you make your mother proud and your mother make you comfortable.
You understand me? I say, bro, I Sunday me I chat to Danjol now. I mean, I say, cause man, like, people go listen to me and say, yo, my mother give me everything what I want. But I not say, bro, my mother negotiate a business. Me look for my mother and tell him, say, well, in a 95 minutes, tell her to push me out. You see me? So, like, right now, give me a degree. When you give me a degree, I'm sure me give you what you want. What you want. You tell me, so me I work towards that.
Wow.
You get me? I say it's a negotiation, bro.
And
so me know, say me have to keep up.
That's the thing, you know. She wants a particular thing. He wants a particular thing, and they're manifesting that.
And even that, you know very well. He said something earlier, and we have to go back a little bit. Sutandre and Oshea.
Yeah.
They both said something.
Yeah, brother, me don't know them from Adams. Me don't
them
know,
don't know you from Adams.
Me
They
don't know
had
them
one
from Adams.
conversation
Brother,
with
me
you.
don't know them from Adams.
Them see you, and what did they say to you again?
And they just say, yo, me love your vibes, you know. Me just love your style.
I love your
You
vibes.
boss,
What
you
them
know.
say after that?
You
You
boss, you know.
go boss, you know.
See you me then say, bro, I'm saying, brother, me remember me, I want Kenny Cole reaction pants, want H&M shirt, I want Timberland. You see me, bro?
You see how powerful that is?
Brother, then time the brother, me I tell you, say, I scrape me for a scrape. For decent clothes, bro. Because I will pay yard clothes, yeah, brother. I know we are youth and I get you, see me? So me have look at me can tell her exactly what I had on, bro. You see me? And the girl said to me, say, yo, you're a boss, man.
You see?
You're a boss.
You see how powerful perception is? You see why you need to listen to your friends or those who care about you? Because you see, in manifesting things sometimes, like I said at the beginning of this show, you don't know what to manifest. You have a very abstract idea of what you'd like to accomplish. Because like I said, I know that when them call Ramon name, I want Ian Boyne to come to mind, Cliff Hughes, the greats. That's the idea I have of me. But my brand, that has never been clear. I know what I'd like it to be, but what is it?
Yeah, so
and I came on the show, Kagale said one thing to me, you said one thing to me, Oshea said something to me. And and I am now able to take all of that, the energy, let me say this, the energy of perception. I'm able to internalize all of that and begin to streamline my brand. And you know what my brand is going to do? It is going to help me accomplish all I've ever dreamed of, even what I haven't dreamed of. Your brand isn't supported by you alone.
Boom.
Your brand is supported by your friends, your family, your enemies,
bro.
Everything
bro,
around you.
More just say something, bro.
Contributes to your brand.
More say something. And you know about this, sir. I don't know if I went here when he said Marley and Dennis Brown tune when he talk about a king crowning in place. More show your vibes about that too. Ramon, enough people know you're from Chester High School. Enough people know you're from Mandeville Church. Enough people know you because you're Dalton youth. Enough people know you because you're Antipat youth. You see me? But then just see you as that. As just that. You get me, I say? But watch you now, no? You say no tap out. and come up at NCO and wear your cape, walk past 2 times with a briefcase.
Wear your cape.
You see me? A
Can't
cape
forget
here,
the
a
cape.
cape
I
here.
was going.
Remember the cape?
I was going through something then.
see me?
Can you not?
I
And
want
it-
us to insert the cape. So please find the cape. Find the cape picture, please.
I'll think about
See?
it.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll think about it.
you go and you're eloquent and you speak your proper English and you go and you sing and you go and you do this and you do that and everybody I say, what did I know pattern Dalton boy alone? That's Ramon Gordon. So I know what you know, brother. Me and me always Jordan down a flank kind of brother. You see me, but a whole heap of things happen for sure people say that's Oshea Hines.
Come
And
on.
just Julian's son and Danny boy. That's Oshea Hines, isn't it? And brother, he hard sometime, you know. He hard and that's why people may move to brain drain and them thing there because them a try paint a clean canvas. And you see a thing I may want to say something. Bro, that with enough of we, you know. Our life is like a canvas, you know.
And what's the real that you want to say something?
Yeah, well,
I remember,
well,
but I want him to make this
And
point.
our life is like a canvas, dada.
True.
Zine. But you see, we want to go on like we are the painter. And I know so you go.
All the time.
I know so you go, brother. Brother, the only thing we do, brother, we are the canvas. You can't be two of them. The canvas can't paint himself. You get me, I say? So, we, brother, if you know within ourselves, say, I can start over. You see me? I can start over.
Say that again.
I can start over. Brother, like, I want to hard this thing, but brother, it's so cliche, you know? Like a game, is start over, restart. No. You can really do it, bro. With hard work, brother.
And the thing is, Ian Boyne, as we know today, Cliff Hughes, as we know today, they had to start from somewhere. They weren't just Ian Boyne and Cliff Hughes all along, and they weren't the ones we know today. They had to start building their brand from somewhere because I'm sure they had inspiration, but they had no intention of being their inspiration second. They wanted to establish themselves as entities, as brands.
Bro, and I think, me mate, you see me, you are not Ian Boyne. You are not Cliff Hughes. You see me?
Ramon
You are
Gordon.
Ramon D. Gordon.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Ramon Rahal. Thank you.
You see me?
As you said that, I say something vividly, dada.
Go through that.
It's like I'm on look to Ian Boy and I'm on look to Damien Marley or whoever. You know, like when you take a taxi and him drop you off on the main, but him now go turn off and drop you at your gate. I feel like it's like when you share the same route,
Yeah.
but as far as the turn off go, you that you have to know your turn off basically.
And not tap and listen to nobody tour because
So I feel like you have to know it. You have to know say yo, Breakfast I might stop. You see me? You have to know say I might not at SDM come off. You see me? Because if you go the full route with them, you're gonna
And
end
that's
up.
even what you mentioned earlier when you were talking about your brand. The fact that you're not even not come pull my gate.
Yeah, have a brand, but don't be branded. You hear me for it from because are two different things. Like when you like when I hear brand, it reminds me of slavery. Man, I go.
You know the iron branding.
You see me like being branded because when Oshea say you can start over, you know powerful. Like when you hear Christian songs like born again, and that it basically tell you can start over. Like to me, that's what sleep is. When I wake up new. You see me? So me walk past the wall on one day. I don't know, because I am new and it's a new motive. So basically, that it really I tell you. So to be branded and then see that branded. That's why people love delete them IG. Because you've been branded. It's like all of them picture, yeah.
Say a choice.
No. I'm
say.
not fling stone.
See them not fling no stone enough.
Me have a slingshot and if me a shoot, my shot, bud.
I will turn up in there.
With a fling stone, bro. You see me with just attack and I say, yo.
Alright, cousin. Go through.
It's like the picture they post 2015. You no longer want to be branded by it.
Yeah.
When I move out from my parents' house at 18, you no longer want to be branded as Julian's son. You get where me forward from? It's like you want when you create a new brand, you have to get rid of being branded. You forget what I say because every phase you have a new brand, you know.
True.
Constantly recreating.
You see me, so really important.
Oh,
go on.
And come again. Everywhere.
Watch ya.
Every phase. Go on, man.
We get the perfect. So we're human.
Bro,
Hold on,
repeat that. Just repeat that.
Every phase I got a new brand, I'm gonna explain it.
Go on.
we human.
Yeah.
Call that the brand. You dig? African Americans, African, whoever you be. Call that your brand. Zine? However, when Nike drop different things, they drop collections. Then they drop a new theme. When Apple drop the new phone, now you have a Pacific Blue iPhone 12. You see me, Pacific Blue wasn't always a thing. I had the first blue iPhone. Last time I dropped the phone, the green was the first time I saw the green. So you gotta switch it up all the time.
Yes.
Like governor, you see me, so basically you don't want to really
Switch up a little bit.
try encapsulate your whole destiny around one thing.
Yeah.
So the
Isn't
canvas thing, brother.
That,
At that a canvas thing, you know, big car, bro. Watch out now. Hey, people supposed to think of this on my blackboard. But can ever go so every time, you see me? But the canvas thing, bro. Listen me, man. Every day you wake up is a new you. It's just that we have memories, so remember some things. Bro, you know, so white man will not care grudge. And I work and travel, me remember that. You see me, like, you go work today and this a white man a kick off. You see tomorrow man come out, brother. You know, you go back and work and say, all them boy. You come back and hey Jim, what's up? I say, brother, let me kick off. You see me, like, you get me, I say, bro. So we need to have a white man mentality. Bro.
No, not in this house.
brother,
One
when it
thing
comes
me a go
on,
have,
when
one
it
thing me a
comes
go have,
on.
What?
Listen
Me
me,
not
I
like
say,
that.
brother,
Change the
one
analogy.
thing me a go have
Me not like
is
that
a
analogy.
Ella mentality.
Me like
That's
that.
a one
Me
thing
Listen
me
me,
a
I
go
say,
have.
no, but no. Listen, man.
He's
Tell
a
me.
white man. Mm-hmm. Refer to him should name the culture. But you have to pick up say the culture I'm talking
Ja.
about. You see me?
Ja.
Me still not like that.
You have to think about which culture I'm talking about. So it's almost as if I'm on that say yo, I saw Rima Mantan. You get me? I say Rima have a culture.
Yeah.
And the culture I'm refer to is love. So don't really match the vessel I'm refer to.
Thank you for
You see
saving
me?
me, boss.
But
Yeah,
I
you
bet
showed
they
me a
broke
life.
up.
You see me?
Brother, you showed me a life.
I'm
Yeah,
Not gonna
on the
lie.
forward from Rima. And when you meet him, if I want to really Rima, I'm forward from.
True,
Because
man.
I'm not encapsulate the culture.
Yeah.
So I'm just say
He's
that white
not
man
branded
there.
as that.
Him encapsulate. Come and boy, when you go Italy, them tell you say yo, them are the best lovers in the world. Like Italy is the place
Yeah.
of love, and Paris say it too.
Romance language. This. that,
Them say
whatever.
love, this, that. So then, them take that to heart as a culture. So Oshea really I say, is in him encapsulate that in body. You see me that nature, then a really
Brother,
white
thank you,
man.
brother, thank you.
All
for saving
right,
me.
I
So
can
the
go with that.
So, all right, so the canvas, bro. Listen, man. Forget that, man. That's sure that.
The canvas?
No, man, as in what
Like
happened?
that they canvas.
Like the
'Cause
things
if
that why we
you-
paint pan it. So here we go on,
Ah.
and on sit the paint, permanent paint. You see me? So every day you get a new.
You know, I don't think we need to throw it away, you know.
No, bro. When me say throw it away, no, bro. Me no mean that's your canvas, you know. Me mean like,
The idea
brother,
of
listen,
that.
man. The whole, cause watch, you know,
Grow
a
from that.
move, you are moving. I remember say Kagale saying, you know, with every new phase, you know, really and truly is a new you.
Yeah.
You
Let
see
me tell you why.
So what me I say
tell you
about the canvas? This is what me I say, no, bro. Listen, man. Me as a youth, brother, when me a 15, you see me like me used to do certain things that me now go do when me a 25. You get me? I say, so it's a new phase, it's a new me. So based on my canvas, bro, me can't still have a little polo at them pa my canvas and my little pants and my bottom pa the canvas. Them I think they have to go away. You see me? Because I'm a big boy now, pants are waist. You get me? I say, brother, so the canvas is not only the good and the bad. It's just that what you think you need to move forward with, bro. 'Cause watch, you know, that ain't no principle.
And you know who I think captures that perfectly? Tammy Chin. There's a time in her life when she was Tammy Chin, the entertainer, a hot girl in her little
She and her
belly skin,
husband,
her
brother.
this, that.
She
Both of
and her
them, really.
husband.
And then there was a time when it's Tammy Chin, the entrepreneur. She have her business with her sister, and she growing into something else. And there's another time she's Tammy Chin as someone else. And now she's
Miss-
Tammy Chin.
Mother
She's
Mitchell?
Mrs. Mitchell.
Mother
She's
Mitchell.
Mrs. Mitchell, and she is
Good morning.
radio
Good
presenter.
morning.
She is mom. She is so many things at different stages in her life. She had different brands. And she walked right into those brands and she assumed the role. And then she knew, she understood when it was time to move away from that.
Wow.
Grow
And
into
hey,
something
brother,
else.
you know, say
Hold
at
on.
that, hold on, cause hold on, they look a bit, hold on. At that, you know, no for we don't know if Lego on things, you know.
Yeah.
At that, you know, brother, no for we don't know if Lego on things, cause you did the attack, you know, and I want somebody come cross my mind. You see me? And a cartel, bro. Like me, I say, brother, if cartel did tap one time and start sing reggae music like a Buju Band and them, maybe he would do their jail. You get me? I say, bro, no for we don't know for Lego song style. Because she understands I grew up, brother. And you know, I love about that too, brother. Our parents did allow her to grow. And
or
no
who was around
or
her.
who, brother, remember, you know, man, remember say, Elephant Man come on TV, Instagram and tell we, you know, say, when he link Marshall figure a road in her brother, a excitement in her house. Cause Marshall, nothing come out, Marshall grew up in the house. I want you. But Marshall have the wickedest tune on road in time there. Man saying call Marshall and brother like, Marshall get him bad boy phase and he live in bad boy life, but now he's a father. And the man says, watch out at this a phase now. So what you say again, with every new phase, it's a new person. So basically, brother, film phase this and now to be a new person, which is a dad. I know the time film be.
And all of those other things have contributed to who he
Thank
is today.
you very much, God. That's why we can rate him.
I think that's what you're saying. Don't do away with the canvas per se.
I don't like to say you're a new person. I like to say you are a renewed. Yes. Let me go back to the analogy of the painting. Imagine some of the world's greatest artists now. They sit down in front of a blank canvas. Sometimes they have absolutely no idea what they're going to paint. But they make the first stroke, then the second, then the third. Somebody loves it. But, you know, tastes evolve, times evolve, and next thing you know, the painting that once cost $1 million now costs $2. So the artist say, all right, I'm going to try something else.
Spruce it up.
Them get back the same piece because, you know, it's a legacy piece. So they're going to spruce it up.
Yeah.
They paint on that. They sell it. The same thing happens. They get it back. They're not throwing away the piece, you know. They're adding to it. And then maybe they'll do a series now. They give that painting 2 sisters and a brother. You know, they keep building this beautiful collection of pieces until they have an incredible gallery. And then the next thing you know, whole forms of art are being named after them.
Yeah, man.
Movies are being named after them. The Da Vinci Code, you know, about Picasso and all the other great painters and sculptors.
What's her name?
Their brand was a collection of everything they did. All the critique, all the life changes, all the heartbreaks, everything that, you know, would think is frivolous. Came together to establish these brilliant brands that have lived through centuries.
Yes, man.
You see how powerful branding can be? And you know why their brands have been able to do that? Because it wasn't anybody else's brand. They had influences, they listened to the influences, they were influenced by the influences, but they were never led astray.
True, man.
Bro.
True, man.
You say something, you know, man. You see canvas thing. You say after a while, if value of it drop. If value drop, but in spruce up it. And you say
it's like a house.
Brother, so I talk about that, brother. A one man fall across my mind, brother. And a Jay-Z. 444 when he say about that art, it was for 2 million. Later on, it was 10 million. You get me? I say, bro, like
in the song, yeah.
Time. So now because you're painting, go today for 2 million. That means that the right price.
Because you there flunking and you there on your friend them, on a laugh, on a chat, gallivant. And you are the gimmicks, man. You are the life of the party. And you come at NCU.
You think of me at the life of the party.
You always tell me, say, well, man, them done this so full light still.
Yes.
But you come at NCU and there it wasn't necessarily anything special. Nothing out of the ordinary. But you come at NCU and the first thing 2 girls say to you is that you go boss. Yeah. You go big.
Yeah.
It does take you kind of sometimes just waiting, knowing and believing
and
in
listening.
You. And yes, because you said that's very important. Knowing and believing in you and still learning and still building until one day you're exactly who you want to be, you're exactly where you want to be. And I think that's a really high note for us to end on.
Yeah, we have to end. We've been talking for a long time. Our director is about to have an aneurysm. Tamara, I'm so sorry. This has been another episode of The Element here on YouTube. Thank you for keeping our company, and thank you always for allowing us to keep yours. I'm Ramon Gordon.
I'm Rueyella Blake.
I am Oshea Hines.
And I'm Kagale Stewart.
And until next time, walk good.
See you later.